Hi, I'm Afreen Rahman, and welcome back to another episode of Data Giri. Now, when it comes to data science as a career, many people these days are switching their careers to enter into this domain or upskilling themselves in order to become a data scientist. So, information regarding mistakes that other data scientists have made makes you to avoid those mistakes becomes very, very crucial. Now, let's take a look at some of the 7 common mistakes and hopefully you can avoid committing. Let's start with our mistake number 1, which is wasting time concentrating only on theory. Now, many data scientists spend too much time learning theoretical concepts related to maths and machine learning, like, linear algebra, stacks, algorithms, deviation, etc. Now, it is good to have, thorough knowledge of these concepts, but from the very beginning, if they do not apply and practice them, it would create a gap between a practical and theoretical knowledge. So, it becomes imperative to apply these fundamental concepts as one goes on learning them. Now, here are some of the list of data sets that you can practice to make your basic concepts clear. You can practice concepts like human activity, wine quality, movie recommendation, and Titanic. Well, you will find the links to these databases in the description box below. Now, let's come to our second mistake, right? Which is being hasty. Now, many beginners make the mistake of jumping in too deep at an early stage. Now, no matter how passionate one is about learning and applying data science, they have to go through fundamental concepts one by one. Now, avoiding shortcuts is better in this case. See, if you're a beginner, what you can try to master are techniques and algorithms of classical machine learning. This will serve as a stepping stone for further advanced concepts. However, one needs to make sure that they have ample amount of practice before they move on to advanced concepts, right? And in one of our previous episodes, which is how to start a career in data science, we have actually spoken about machine learning concepts and how to go about them with relevant projects. Don't forget to check that video out, right? Now, let's coming on to our third mistake, right? Which is another common mistake, which is coding without understanding the prerequisites. Now, this is a very common mistake committed by beginners when they code an algorithm, right, with the intention of making it perfect rather than learning it. So, coding an algorithm from scratch without complete knowledge will eventually lead to problems. So, refine one's understanding. There are a few concepts that a data science beginner needs to have. Now, these concepts include linear algebra, statistics, probability, and calculus. Now, data science includes all these concepts, so it is recommended not to move forward until you have a strong hold on these basic concepts, right? Coming to my next mistake, relying solely on certificates and degrees. Mind me, I'm not saying that they are bad. They are excellent to have certificates and degrees. But ever since data science became popular, certificates and degrees have cropped up just about everywhere, right? And you'll find so many courses, available online, and they are completed by thousands of aspiring data. Now, let me tell you in honesty, hiring managers do look beyond certificates, but because they test you for how you have applied this knowledge in real life practical solutions. Now, hence it becomes very, very important for you to create a portfolio apart from your formal certificates, right? Preferably on sites like GitHub. You will also need to actively take part in discussions and competitions like hackathons to improve your skills. Now, coming to my next mistake, not studying in a consistent manner. Now, this one applies to all data scientists, not just freshers, right? See, we have a tendency to get distracted very easily, right? We study for a period of time, say a month, then we give it a break, for probably next 2 months, right? So most of the earlier concepts that we studied, it's easily forgotten. And, once we start studying again, we have to start all over again. But to be a successful data scientist, it demands consistent effort and learning. So the only solution is set goals for yourself, right? Make a timetable and make sure that you stick to it. So for example, if you want to learn about neural networks, right? Make sure that you make a timetable and schedule for the theoretical concepts, and then you stick to it. And then participate in competitions like hackathons, which will actually test your theory. Now, moving on to my next mistake, my sixth mistake, which is trying to learn too many tools at once. Now, there are too many tools nowadays that offer a unique features and applications, right? So when a beginner leans toward learning all these tools, possible at once, they also try to apply them also at once, right? At the same time, it will only lead to more confusion, and it will affect one skill when it comes to problem solving. So learn a particular tool and master it, and one is sure that they have perfected it, then you can approach a different tool according to its use. And while learning these tools are essential, right, it is also important to know how these tools can help you solve real world business problems. Coming to my absolute last mistake, not emphasizing on storytelling or basically working on your communication skills, right? Now, whatever insight a data scientist draws from the company's data, it has to be effectively communicated to the non-technical teams, right? Because these technical insights have to be clear, they have to be accurate, and they must be easily understood by the entire organization. So one has to give importance to this aspect, because communication, brainstorming, and discussion are very, very important when it comes to data science, right? So one trick for someone to improve their communication skills could be to learn how to visually represent their insights, right? Skillfully putting one's thought into a slideshow or any other approved form can be an effective way to effectively communicate with each other, right? Now, with that, I come to the very end of this video. Don't forget to subscribe to Insaid's channel and follow this segment for everything related to data science as a career. Well, see you soon. Bye-bye.